Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to the season finale here in the Green Bay Packers franchise. Somehow, the Vikings have left the door open here at the end of the season. They by far were the best team coming into this season in our division, and they sit here at 8-7, the same record as the Packers. Remember back in season 1, the Vikings had a chance to win it late, but they left the door open to start the season, and it kind of bled into the rest of the season. The Packers put together a last-second drive, and Mason Crosby came in with the game-winning field goal, and it started this series off on the right foot. Kirk Cousins has a big monkey on his back. Is he just going to be the quarterback that's just going to be good enough to get them there, or is he going to put them over the top? I'm not sure. The Vikings have added Emmanuel Sanders to this receiving core. They have Justin Jefferson, Thielen, Sanders, and Irv Smith Jr. Irv Smith Jr. is going to be a free agent this year. I wonder if they will re-sign him. But bringing in Emmanuel Sanders, he does have the mentor tag, so allowing them to get some extra XP while they are young. But also they have some disappointing free agents like Zadarius Smith, who only has 1 sack on the season. He was supposed to come in and really change some things, and maybe that's a big reason why they haven't been that good. But Kirk Cousins has only led this team to the number 24th ranked passing offense. That's very, very disappointing, and their defense isn't carrying them either. I mean, they're ranked number 22. So today, this is a winnable game at 8-7. Could we have the number 1 defense and the number 31 ranked offense and make it to the playoffs? That question will be answered today. But in practice, Eric Stokes was hurt with a high ankle sprain, so that means that we will once again have to rely on undrafted rookie Blaze Williams. He has been pretty good when he's filled in, and he's up to 68 overall now, 73-man coverage. It's not bad. I think he's got a lot of room to grow, though, as a defender. We are in the snow here in Lambeau Field. In week 1, we were actually on the road, and now we return home to possibly clinch the division as the Bears and Lions are too far behind. The Vikings start out today with the Rock. Can Kirk Cousins come through? Will this be the final season, even though he's due a lot of money the next 2 years? Could this be the final year of Kirk Cousins in Minnesota? Who knows? Or will they just deal with the mediocrity that he's kind of brought to the table? 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the right side, and that is a catch by Justin Jefferson right away, getting their stars involved. Right after that play, we make sure that so Kirk Cousins now in the shotgun after that first down throw. Here's a dump-off pass trying to get this one to Jefferson again, and that's going to lose a few yards. They eventually get it back to a 3rd and 10 early on here, as here is Cousins here. 4 wide receivers out onto the field. He throws short to Thielen, who tries to fight for the first down. He won't get there. Alexander and Blaze Williams are both there with the tackle, and out comes Jordan Love with a chance to win over fans today also. He is dead even with touchdowns and interceptions this year. We'll see if he can clinch the victory here for the Pack. 1st and 10, running a receiver in motion. This is going to be Romeo Doubs in a great setup right away, getting your star receiver involved. Doubs is over 1,000 yards on the season. Only 6 touchdowns, though, but a fantastic rookie year. Here is Dylan up the middle, and he takes it for a first down. Dylan has been very good as well, and he has had to step into this starting role without Aaron Jones. He's been pretty well. Here's a quick throw to the right side. Doubs again for his 2nd catch of the drive. Play action fake on the next drive. This is Scotty Miller off of the bench. Miller has filled in really, really nicely this year, getting him the ball in space. It's a first down. We're across the 50 now. Love throws to a tight window. It's Robert Tonyan for a first down. 4 of 5 to start this drive for Jordan Love. As now we have it at the 22. Now here is Love again. He throws across the middle of the field. It's Robert Tonyan wide open. It's a touchdown. A great start to this game for the Packers. And Jordan Love puts together a nice drive here. The defense comes up with a stop. And that's a great start. It is 7-0. Will Kirk Cousins be aggressive today? He was not aggressive at all in the opener when we first faced him. But here is Dalvin Cook with a carry. He takes it to the 41 for a gain of 21 yards on that one. It's a first down. At the 41 now, Cousins under pressure. He goes down. Rashawn Gary with his 12th sack on the year. And that's a loss of 9 yards, bringing him all the way back to the 32-yard line. 2nd and 19, trips to the right side, 3-by-1 formation, throw to the right side. It's going to be Irv Smith. He takes it for about a gain of 10, setting up another third down. Kirk Cousins has not thrown an incompletion yet, but well short of the first down markers on his throw. But this one's down the sideline, incomplete. That was covered perfectly. And another punt here for the Vikings. Handoff to start the next drive, and there is A.J. Dillon just really punishing defenders. 3rd and 7 now at the 23. Love throws across the middle, and this one's caught. That was a scary throw for a second. Scene was in the area, but Dobbs makes the diving catch. 2nd and 7, play action. Love looking to throw. This one, he gets it behind the defender, and it looks like it was Danielle Hunter in coverage, and Dobbs makes the catch on the sideline, and that will be the last play of the first quarter. On to the second now. Love running his man in motion this time. Play action fake to Dobbs, and Love throws up the seam, and it's A.J. Dillon inside the 5. 9 of 11 this game for Jordan Love. It's goal to go. Now under center this time. Vikings stack the box. They rush a whole lot of defenders and get after Love. He had nowhere to throw that football. Maybe to the flats of the running back, but he was way too late before he recognized it. 3rd and goal this time. Another pass rush over the edge, around the edge is going to be picked off. And we threw that one way too early, but there was an unblocked rusher coming right at Love. Forces the early throw. Dantzler has the interception. Well, we drive all the way down the field, and now the Vikings have the ball again. So here is Kirk Cousins now on a 3rd and 7. Quick throw across the middle of the field. That one will be Irv Smith Jr. for the first down. It's a 1st and 10 again. Handoff to Dalvin Cook. He goes for a few yards. As now they get another first down eventually, getting to the 44. Here is Cousins throwing from the pocket to the sideline, and that is Justin Jefferson for another first down. So here is Kirk Cousins now across the 50-yard line, a 2nd and 8. He throws it deep, one-on-one for Adam Thielen, and this one's knocked away. Jair Alexander on the coverage. 3rd and 8 now. Here's a deep shot, one-on-one again, and this time Blaze Williams being tested. Incomplete, and they bring in the field goal kicker. That was a 57-yard field goal. I'm not exactly sure what the Vikings were thinking right there. That one was not even close. About 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Here is Jordan Love stepping up. Danielle Hunter gets credited for the sack. And now 3rd and 10. Love throws across the middle. It's Scotty Miller stepping up, and that's a first down. 10 of 14 to start this game for Jordan Love. He's throwing the ball really, really well. And now the 2-minute warning is coming. Here is a jet sweep touch pass this time, and it's going to be Romeo Doubs around the corner. 1,000-yard receiver as a rookie. Another catch added to his total. Brings it to a 3rd and 1 at the 28. Draw play. A.J. Dillon has the space. He picks up the first down and a little bit more. He gets to the 20-yard line. And now here we go, under a minute and 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Love under center. He rolls to the right side. This is a 3rd and 12. He has space. He has speed, and he actually gets pushed out of bounds 1 yard short of the first down marker. It's 4th and 1. We're going to go for it and be aggressive here. Want to go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's a handoff. Dillon fights for the first down. He cannot get there. And the Vikings here have 1 minute to go to put some points on the board. Cousins now hasn't been too aggressive today. He's tried to go deep a couple of times. Here's another one, and this one tipped and falls to the ground. They just haven't been on the same page, he and his receivers. 3rd and 5. Cousins in the pocket, still in the pocket, running out of time. He tries to get rid of it. It's a sack by T.J. Slayton. And a timeout called here for the Packers. We have about 16 seconds to go and about 20 yards to get into field goal range. Here is Love now, throwing across the middle. It's going to be Romeo Doubs. He has it. We call our second timeout of the first half. 1st and 10 again, 10 seconds to go, 1 timeout remaining. Love steps up in the pocket. He's just going to take off. He had nobody to throw it to. Didn't want too much time to run off the clock. And we call a timeout here at the 38. We line up for the field goal, 56 yards out. The kick is good. Mason Crosby with the wind to his back. It definitely helped him out on that kick. And how about this? The Packers 10-0 at half. So here we go. We start the second half with the rock here. Hand off to A.J. Dillon, and he takes it to the right side for a gain of 6. Our run blocking hasn't been the greatest, but we're still keeping it balanced here. 3rd and 4, quick throw. It's Scotty Miller with the burst after the catch, and he picks up a first down. He's close to the 50 on that play. Love now, 3-by-1 formation this time. Love throws deep across the middle, looking for Miller again. He gets his hands on it, but knocked out. And now it's a 3rd and 10. Love in the pocket, throws to the right side, and it's an excellent catch by Robert Tonyan in front of Patrick Peterson. And Tonyan just using that inside position to make that catch. Now the 31-yard line, good protection up front. Here is Randall Cobb, and he goes for a first down. Randall Cobb, the ageless wonder here for the Packers offense, gets us into scoring range here. Is now here we are at about the 18-yard line now. And Romeo Doubs is shaken up on that play. 1st and 10 now at the 18. A.J. Dillon with the carry. And we get some injury news right away. Romeo Doubs, broken collarbone. Not the news you want to see here in this game for sure. Christian Watson checks in here on 3rd and 6. A design play for him. It's a touchdown. The Vikings did not see Watson coming off of the bench and having a play design specifically for him. And he gets open on that one. And how about Coach James Jones? He's loving it. It's 17-0. So here's Kirk Cousins backing onto the field. A throw to the right side. Irv Smith, and he gets hit hard. The Packers defense making a statement today, blanking the Vikings well into the 3rd quarter. Here is Kirk Cousins now, and he will convert on this play. Kirk Cousins is interesting. You know, you got to think if they lose this game, will this be the final moment they move on from him? But he's making a couple of throws here and converting as they are across the 50. Kirk Cousins now, handoff this time, and this one will go for a few yards. 3rd and 5 now. Cousins in the pocket again. The pocket is collapsing. He's not very mobile. He does get rid of it, and that throw is out of bounds at the 34. Will they trust their kicker? They do bring him in. He missed from about 57 yards earlier. This one's from about 51, and the kick is short again. 2 missed field goals here for the Vikings as their season hangs in the balance. They decide not to go for it. So here are the Packers back on offense. A quick throw to A.J. Dillon out of the backfield. 17 of 26 for Love. Throw to the flat. This time it's going to be a catch. Good timing on that one. Robert Tonyan converts for the first down. At the 47 now, handoff, and look at A.J. Dillon. Good move running over Lewis Seen in the second level. And A.J. Dillon's at 50 yards rushing with that carry. Running DeGuara in motion this time. Play action fake. Here is Dylan throwing on the run, and he's got Tanyan again. Tanyan has turned into such a weapon in this offense, and he's going to hit free agency. Hopefully, we will bring him back. He is definitely one of our top targets to bring back here with the Pack. As we get it inside the 10, here is a stretch play to A.J. Dillon. He fights forward, and look at the power by A.J. Dillon as we eventually get it to the 1-yard line. Here is Love now. He's going to hand off. This time, Dillon untouched. How about this game? 24-0 here for the Packers. It's incredible what we're seeing in this final game, really, of the season, because the final game does not matter. We play the Lions next week, but if we hold on to win this game, we don't even care about that last game. I mean, this is it. Here's Kirk Cousins, though, late, making a couple of throws. This one to Irv Smith, who gets behind the defense. And that's a first down. Benjamin Mayfield and Tariq Carpenter in coverage. 8 for 71 for Irv Smith. Here is Cousins in the pocket. No pressure. He eventually makes a throw to Justin Jefferson, getting inside the 10. And now it's goal to go here for the Vikings. And now here is Cousins at the 5. He stretches the field out, 5 wide out here, throws to a wide open man. It's Thielen for the touchdown. They will elect to go for the onside kick after missing the 2-point conversion. And this is recovered by Amari Rodgers. And the Packers will go on to win this game. And we will clinch the NFC North, defeating the Vikings. The final score ends up being 24-13. They actually score another garbage time touchdown, but it does not matter. How about this Packers team? I don't think many people expected us to compete this year. Jordan Love was shaky. Our run game was decent, but our defense was elite. We finished the season with the #1 ranked total defense, and the reason why is partly because we have a very good secondary with Jair, Eric Stokes, and then the undrafted rookie. How about Blaze Williams filling in, and we didn't miss a beat at all. Robert Tonyan with a big game, 6 for 92 and a touchdown today. The big thing was the pass rush didn't really get to us too bad today. I was very, very impressed by our offensive line. TJ Slayton ends up with a sack today. Gary does as well. Just an amazing game. Irv Smith finished 10 for 138. Justin Jefferson had a much better game than he had when we first played him in the opener, but not enough. You got to think, if I'm the Vikings, do I stick with Cousins or do I move on? Cousins has been with them for the last, 5 years now, and keeps getting contract after contract. But we do find out some bad news. Romeo Doubs, broken collarbone. So going into the playoffs, he's definitely going to miss any of the playoff games that we're going to play. So we're going to have to do it without our leading receiver. The final game is actually lost by the Lions, but it honestly doesn't matter. We could have sat our starters. It wouldn't have mattered either way. We won 2 games head-to-head versus the Vikings. That's all that matters. And we end up in the playoffs as the 4 seed. We will host a playoff game because we did win our division. We sit here with the 4 seed. The Buccaneers and Broncos are the 2-1 seeds in each respective conference. Jordan Love finishes the year with 28 touchdowns, 26 interceptions. He has an upgrade as well. So just remember where Jordan Love kind of started. He started as like a 66 overall, up to 75. So he definitely had a big year, going up overall wise. And he's been much better. I'll say that, much better than what he was in the beginning. A.J. Dillon goes over 1,014 touchdowns. He was an absolute monster this year. He is a star dev also, so I'm hoping that one day he will get a breakout scenario. I have no idea why we didn't get any this year. We got 0 breakout scenarios. Romeo Doubs has gone up from a 71 overall to now a 74, and after this upgrade, a 75. 4 overall difference. You got to think that he will have a dev trait upgrade in the offseason. Led all rookies in catches and yards. He's been really good, but his season is unfortunately over. I look at Randall Cobb, and he's a guy that I do want to keep around. He had his first 1,000-yard season since 2014. I want to keep him around as a mentor because obviously our receivers do get a boost in XP from having a mentor on the team. How about Robert Tonyan, though? He has been very, very good for us. 923 yards, 6 touchdowns, 72 receptions, which is going to be third on the team. And then there's Christian Watson, who actually finished with a team high in touchdowns. But obviously that didn't really translate as far as impact on the field. You kind of saw him when he scored, but he didn't get the receptions or yards that I was hoping for. Maybe it was just a normal rookie year. Maybe the expectations were too high for him. Defensively, like I said, we finished with actually not the number 1 defense. I think we finished with a number 2 or 3 because that last game we lost versus the Lions, we gave up a couple of yards. We had some good years. Quay Walker was good. Darnell Savage was really good. I loved him at safety. Benjamin Mayfield, the rookie, was good. Jair Alexander was good the second half. I will say he was probably good the entire year, but we didn't start really seeing the impact until teams started throwing at him. He finished with 3 interceptions on the year. Rashawn Gary finishes his season with 12 sacks. He was good. I was worried in the beginning, but nothing to worry about with Rashawn Gary. He definitely had a great year. Mordecai Muhammad finished second on the team in sacks with 8, and this is a fantastic year for an undrafted rookie. I believe he started when he was 68 overall. He's gone up to 72, so that's actually a pretty good, I would say, boost for him. Now, he does have the future starter tag, so I'm probably going to be looking to add a mentor at his position in the offseason to kind of give him an XP boost. Devontae Wyatt started slow, much like Jair and Rashawn Gary. Finished strong, 5 sacks, and he was tremendous. He led our team in tackles for loss as well. Kingsley Onigbare, finished with 2.5 sacks. He was kind of the next pass rusher in line. And then you can see Jair finished with 3 interceptions. A good season for him. Did not make the Pro Bowl, or I guess there's no all-pro team in Madden, but still a decent year for him. But pretty tremendous seeing that, our defense was still elite. Even after we got rid of all those players, still very good. Russell Wilson led the NFL in passing yards and touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey led in yards with 1,700. Aaron Jones had a good year with the Cardinals. You got to think they're going to try to re-sign him. He had 18 touchdowns and 1,400 yards. Cooper Kupp finished with 1,900 yards, 111 receptions, 22 touchdowns. He did not win the Triple Crown because Evan Ingram led the NFL in catches with 120. Incredible year for him. You can just see where we kind of, slot in here. Romeo Doubs finished in the top 20 in yards, 1,200 yards. He was tremendous. How about Von Miller breaking the sack record with 25.5 sacks? Aaron Donald, 25.5, I meant, for Von Miller. Then looking at the rest of the sack leaders, nobody really touched Aaron Donald or Von Miller this year. Devin White led the NFL in interceptions. Caleb Farley was second with 5, and so was A.J. Terrell. So a good year for those young corners. And here are how the final standings kind of shook out. You can see the Buccaneers dominated. The Broncos dominated. The AFC North, the Ravens win this division. You got to expect this is what it's going to be like in real life. Like, that division is going to be super tight. I'm probably picking the Bengals again, though. In the AFC South, the Texans end up with the number 1 pick in the draft. They only won 2 games. The Dolphins win in the AFC East. The Bills are a wild card team. I did not see that coming. The Jets finish with 5 wins. The Broncos win that division. You got to think it's going to be similarly to this. I don't know who's going to win this division in real life. But then looking at ours, I mean, it's just funny. The Lions were not too far behind. They were 7-10, and the Bears were 6-11. That's not bad. But we'll see what happens in the future of this series, because I got a feeling that the Vikings are going to soon get rid of Kirk Cousins. Maybe this offseason. The Bears are going to get better. But how about the Lions? Winning 7 games is no small feat. So they're going to be a lot better in the future as well. The Rams finished 10-7. Cardinals finished 10-7. And the 49ers are going to have a top 5 pick in the upcoming draft. Here's the draft order. The Texans will draft number 1. The Jets number 2. The Bears at number 3. And then the Patriots at 4. And the Titans at 5. So that's going to do it here. We go into the playoffs against Baker Mayfield-led Carolina. It's going to be fun. We host a playoff game. We'll see what happens. Hit subscribe. Hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tinny. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we